My honest review of these episodes of The Simpsons and Family Guy is I would rather be watching better things.
El nombre.
You can run with us. We've got everything you need. Run with us. We are free.
What's up, guys? Evanescence here, waking you up in the size.
Welcome to the best and worst of The Simpsons and Family Guy 2023 edition. This time we are joined by Becky and Sam.
I do just absolutely love old Simpsons. It's far too much in my vocabulary. It's so well written and it's so funny and it's so joke dense. But I also think that there's just an element of like some nostalgia and emotion that's tied into it that makes me like it a lot more.
It's dignity!
When I first started this series with you guys, I'd not seen that much. Now I've seen it a lot more consistently, and a lot of the episodes are like solid gold the whole way through.
I guess I used to watch The Simpsons like a normal amount growing up. I don't think I've seen a lot of the new stuff at all. Like, definitely nothing in the last, 5 years.
Family Guy, I think I have a much more normal relationship with. I think I used to watch it when I was a teenager. I think the writing's quite lazy. There's always a lot of scenes in Family Guy that make it seem like they needed to pad out the show. Like they might drag something on for way too long.
Are you going to show your Family Guy tattoo?
Yeah. It's Stewie's arse on my arse.
I thought it was Herbert the Pervert, just beneath your armpit.
I used to be obsessed with Family Guy. When I was about 13, 14, I thought it was the best show ever. And I had seasons 1 through to 11 on DVD, and I would just sit and watch them literally just all day. Wouldn't go out of my way to watch it now. I don't think it's particularly interesting, and I think that was definitely just a teenage phase.
We watched 2 episodes last year and 2 episodes the year before, and of those 4 episodes, there was only one that we 3 really didn't like. We thought it was a prime example of Family Guy tedium. The other 3 we saw, I think we'll agree, we thought were really funny. There was moments in each scene that really made us laugh.
We've been here an hour and you've hardly touched your penis.
Not like you.
Compared that to The Simpsons, the 4 Simpson episodes we've seen where...
The stable line of kind of meh.
When someone tells me that they're a fan of The Simpsons, I assume that they mean old Simpsons. Because in my mind, it's kind of already ended. The way that I feel in the times that I've seen what I would call new Simpsons, but by that I mean Simpsons from literally the last 10 years. You know, when you have a friend or family member who's going through a really hard time or they're really unwell and you're a bit sad afterwards because you're it's really hard to see them like that. That's kind of how I feel watching new Simpsons.
I have that every time I spend time with Peter.
He's so unwell.
Once I rose above the noise and confusion.
Are we ready to watch a new episode of The Simpsons? It might be really good.
Oh, I keep taking that suicide pill. Hey, I've seen this before.
They didn't even do the intro.
I think after 700 episodes you can get away with not showing the opening title sequence.
Why are they all checking each other's teeth for lipstick?
Classic women.
Is that Morty?
Oh, jeez.
Bart's iconic blue hat.
Didn't he have a lucky red hat?
Yeah, he did.
Ashley Starling is a whiny pop singer for whiny girls who love to whine.
You know Olivia Rodrigo? Yeah, let's do that.
Wasn't she a Disney person anyway? They're just taking the piss out of themselves.
How long have you been a proud member of the Murmur Nation?
Since never. Ashley Starling is a whiny pop singer for whiny girls that love to whine.
You insulted Ashley Starling on camera. I am looking into the eyes of a dead man.
Is Homer about to get cancelled?
No way could Homer afford an airbag.
How many times have they crashed that car?
They did it last season.
Swing low, sweet chariot.
It's been totaled at least once a season, the entire show.
Your car was built in Croatia. It's made from old Soviet tanks.
Lenny!
You've made the nuclear power plant a very dangerous place to work.
Great job, Murmur Nation. We've got Doughboy on the ropes.
I feel bad for the ropes.
So the joke is that because he's heavy and they're just, oh my god.
I love my dad, but you guys are my besties.
I love my dad, but I hate him even more.
I'm pop sensation.
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, careful.
Springy, the Springfield
Yeah,
Spring.
I was about to say.
You're not flushing those glitter bombs down the toilet, are you?
999
Glitter bombs.
to flush down.
Marge hasn't been in the episode yet.
She tripped and fell on her own shears.
Am I the only one around here who cares about the rules?
Market zero!
I honestly have no idea what the fuck's going on right now.
Ashley isn't just a singer we like. She's the tattoo I've been designing for when I turn 18.
Is it Dignity?
This seems a bit out of character for Lisa to care this much about a celebrity, a pop star. She's never been the same since she went gaga.
There's an episode where she becomes obsessed with Corey, and there are episodes where she tries to fit in.
You're out of the group. What? Yeah, Mackenzie said you weren't excited enough to meet her dog. But who names their dog Greg? That's a man name.
Here comes Greg.
Craig I could understand, but Greg?
I have been a very dedicated fan since I was 4.
How can a 4-year-old be a dedicated fan?
I was a very dedicated fan to shitting myself.
Lisa, but you're the one kid I had on purpose.
No, he didn't have any of them on purpose.
Yeah.
You're pregnant again?
When my dermatologist wouldn't fly to Japan to remove a culturally insensitive mole, I hit him with my...
Culturally insensitive mole.
Dad's never stayed mad this long.
Maybe we should run the can opener. He always comes when he hears that.
This episode got a laugh out of me. I can't believe it.
Oh no, the cat ate Barney.
Why you little you?
How are they in the music video?
That was the guy who's also named Boz.
Oh boy.
Let's just throw in an old episode and not change the aspect ratio.
That's the first episode since I ever saw.
It's secretly a clip show.
They're reminding us of when they used to make jokes.
Oh, we watched that one together.
Indiscreet terrorist needs our help. We can get plastered and hit on our
So was that the lowest rated or the highest rated?
Lowest. That had the most negative reviews on IMDb.
Oh,
it's still going.
It's crazy that I believed in someone so much that I got swallowed up in groupthink.
I know. So scary. Oh my God, we're late for church.
I'll get nice crisp dollars for the donation basket.
Okay, there was a joke.
Yeah,
at the
there was
end.
a joke.
We found the joke.
I felt like I laughed a few times in the episodes. The plot itself was kind of dull and derivative.
Didn't even feel like they wrapped up the plot.
Yeah, it kind of just ended because
It
the
just
two
ended.
kids were like, we're just done with it now.
It was super cringe.
It kind of just felt like they were jumping from one thing to the other, but it didn't really feel like a coherent story. Who are they putting in the old clips from The Simpsons for?
They're probably trying to appeal to the older fans, but it's pointless because the older fans have already stopped watching.
Yeah, and it just reminds you of like, that was a better episode.
Yeah.
I could be watching that instead.
It kind of feels like it was shoehorned into the episode just to... They need to, reconcile as a family or whatever.
I think shoehorned is a very nice way of saying it. They kind of just crammed it in. We've got some of these old clips laying about, let's fucking use them.
The hot take from your video will be Simpsons getting worse.
Yeah.
We need more Lenny.
The jokes are such a different style. They're like one-liners now and not.
To be honest,
So-
I didn't see any jokes.
Well, there once were two cowboys all alone out on the trail.
What season is Simpsons on now?
34.
And this is like season 21 of Family Guy, I think.
Yeah.
Sad noises.
The mayor of Quahog being the town of Family Guy, was voiced by actor Adam West. Adam West passed away 5 years ago or so now. They brought in a new Mayor West, who was voiced by the actor Sam Elliott. He was the narrator in The Big Lebowski.
The dude abides.
The other Ron!
Yeah. He's the one who's like, I'm vegan, and Ron's like, I no longer like Ron.
What is on your foot, sir? The man's feet should remain uncaged.
The Father's Day scavenger hunt I organized with the other wives.
No!
That was Al Pacino, wasn't it?
That's House of Gucci. What?
Yeah.
That's such a weird thing to just reference.
They should have cut to the clip of him going,
Great ass!
One of the voice actors from The Simpsons is in that scene.
Ah, King of the Hill.
This is very hard.
Should have had it where Joe was upside down, pedaling with his hands.
Happy Father's Day, Daddy!
A bunch of grabby fellas at the mall thought he was Lizzo.
We get it.
Wow.
Quagmire's not a dad, is he?
No. Well, he is, but like...
To many kids.
I didn't know you had a podcast.
Well, you have to ask questions to get answers, Peter.
You should see Joe's OnlyFans. It's really horrible.
Hey!
Aren't you Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove?
It's a great film. I rewatched that the other day.
Yeah, it's fucking...
So good.
It's incredible.
So every year, Wild West waits right there for his father to show. But every year, his father never does.
His mouth is very wet.
Sorry. I don't know why that got me. His mouth is very wet.
I can see that on a t-shirt.
I'm looking for a new paper shredder. I can never find one that lasts. Any recommendations?
I like your style, dude.
Hello, son.
Is that the granddad from Willy Wonka? I'll never walk again.
What's that? Free chocolate?
Let's go!
Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out.
Do people get hit in the ass with it a lot?
It's just an expression.
Oh. I'm kind of worried about this door now, though.
Just leave.
Oh, God, I laugh.
I could give you a lift, but I'm afraid we're going to have to leave your mangled man behind. We'll tell your wife you love her.
No, that's okay.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Padding!
Quick, get the shovel.
Scoop in more filler.
Now you look like a man who's ready to be a dad. In fact, my son was having a problem.
Sometimes there's a man.
Sometimes there's a man.
When Mayor West sees you now, he's going to know you're serious about being his dad.
Was that it? Was that all the training? I thought the episode was going to be about training him.
It seems
I reckon you know I always come in like a wrecking ball.
That Miley?
I reckon it is.
Topical.
We really messed up, like David Geffen.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, David Geffen paid us $10 million not to do the cutaway.
Who the fuck is David Geffen?
Is he related to Conway Twitty?
You've got to let it go, Peter.
I can't do that. Old West and I were partners.
For all of 15 minutes.
Hey, it was much less than that.
Where's your horse?
It's very hard to get a horse last minute.
Happy Father's Day.
You shot him in his femoral artery, he will die in minutes.
You're pretty lucky to have a stepdad like Alan.
Yeah. Aside from not believing in vaccines, he's a pretty cool guy.
Oh boy.
Okie dokie.
I laughed at some of the stupid jokes, probably 5 out of 10 or something like that.
This one I think is kind of in between, where it overall definitely wasn't good, but I can say I've definitely seen much worse episodes. Because usually when Family Guy's bad, it's irritatingly bad.
I didn't feel like the story was really anything to write home about. I did think there were definitely moments where I laughed.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I chuckled at it. It had some silly jokes, definitely no clever jokes.
There were jokes in there that made me laugh, which wasn't true for The Simpsons. Some Family Guy episodes really just drag things out or try to be as gross as possible or try to get you on shock value. But there were actually a few jokes in that which were mainly just funny because of how abstract they were. A lot of the references were very outdated.
Yeah.
Referencing Wrecking Ball. When did that come out? They could have picked a more modern Miley Cyrus song.
To be fair, maybe that's just because we're now of a generation when we would see things referenced in The Simpsons in the 90s or 2000s, they'd be referencing stuff from the 70s and the 60s. But now, perhaps because we're in this generation where we actually know specifically what they are referencing, we've gone through that, so now it stands out more to us of, why are you playing that song now? That's not topical.
I think we can all agree it beat the shit out of The Simpsons.
Have they not ran out of horror to parody at this point?
Well, the thing is, they keep making films and TV shows for them to pastiche.
I guess they could do Midsummer and Hereditary and The Lighthouse.
This is only the 33rd time they've done a Treehouse of Horror episode, because they only do them once a year.
What should we read tonight? The Pookadook. What do you people do all day? The Pookadook. Something. The Pookadook. Wait, how many Pookadooks do we have?
Welcome to Pookadook Apocalypse.
The only thing scary about this is the voice.
How does he get in, this mean Pookadook? Why, you let him in by reading this book.
Nosferatu. Marge, the chicken and I would like to be alone for a moment.
You aren't still scared of that silly Pookadook, are you?
Famously, Maggie is a good shot.
When Pookie gets a hold of you, you'll change for the worse.
I've been watching too much Community because my brain corrected back to Chang.
Gay!
Time to put the baby down.
Is this going to be like Home Sweet Home Alone?
It won't be that good.
Marge is going to get a tattoo that says, The Maggie, the.
Who took these photos?
Mulman.
Gotcha! Oh, Maggie, I'm so sorry I got possessed and almost chopped you up into little pieces.
The only thing stopping Marge from being a serial killer is the occasional touch of her face while I'm a baby. That's nice.
Change the fucking record.
What the fuck? Gender reveal Napalm? Neon Dennis Simpson Tangelian.
Yugi Do.
We better fucking phone them up right now.
Matt Groening is groaning at me.
This is really weird.
Why is Marge not wearing green?
She is.
She is.
The front apron is green.
I am a Shinigami, a god of death.
Oh, hey, Mo.
I was thinking Krusty.
Oh, yeah.
Krusty crossed with Mo.
You ever read or seen Death Note?
No.
Me neither.
This is a shockingly accurate representation.
After my side corporation global war melts the polar ice cap.
But millions of people will drown.
True, but I'll be able to dock my yacht outside my kitchen.
The most peaceful way to go.
Fucking hell.
We flushed the gator down the toilet, but it got stuck halfway, and now we have to feed it.
Don't just stand there, do something!
My bollocks have exploded.
How did you figure out how I killed all those people? I found out about your stupid book by reading an even stupider book. Your diary.
So this is a big part of the actual series Death Note, where the character Light can't kill El because they don't know El's name. Except she already wrote in Del Bird. It's not his real name.
I'm free. Damn it!
I've become a crusty juggler.
Murder, murder, murder.
Oh my
What the
god!
fuck? Is this going to be a
It's
thing about
biting.
it?
Is it about biting?
Marge versus the monorail is experiencing technical difficulties.
Wait, what?
Don't ruin one of the best episodes.
Are they doing a Westworld? Oh, that's kind of a cool idea.
It's Big Butt Skinner.
Stampy.
Oh my god, it's Hank Scorpio.
He's fucking back.
The goggles, they do nothing.
Goggles.
We're replicants in a ridiculous theme park for an ancient TV show.
Again, it's like a lot of these references are really old references.
Most of these are from the first several years of the show.
Should we wake up a grandpa robot?
No time!
Okay.
I'll take a crab juice.
Like... Oh my god.
This is actually not a bad episode.
But it's totally
cool,
good
yeah.
because we enjoy the references to Simpsons that we thought was really good.
I think this is a very cool way to do the references.
Yeah.
Canyonero.
Is it Bob's Burgers?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my fucking god, it is, isn't it?
The cheese got left out, so it's a little sweaty, but you never know. Forget I said anything. Take your time. Take your time.
Where's the Fairly Odd Parents land?
I need When the Boat Comes In world.
Where's the Dad's Army universe? Or which I mean, the Second World War.
I like the second and third ones there. The first one was a bit like they're just doing a Babadook and not really making any fun in it.
The second one was not necessarily interesting from a story point of view, but it was interesting to see the story be retold in a Death Note style. The third one I found a lot more interesting. I know a lot of it was just pandering to references.
I think it's nice to see them doing something different, which is how I felt with those second 2 episodes. But they didn't even really try to put many jokes into that.
The Treehouse of Horror episodes generally are some of the more entertaining episodes because they can do whatever. They can have whatever happens in 5 to 10 minute segments, so that gives them more scope. Some people who run Simpson fan accounts on Twitter, I've seen a few of them say, oh, you can't call yourself a Simpson fan if you're saying only the first 10 years of the show are really any good. In their opinion, you should still be a dedicated viewer of the show.
Those people are wrong.
Yeah, it sounds like what they have is Stockholm Syndrome.
It's a wonderful day for pie.
Great. And if you folks need anything else, I'll be invisible.
Wait, didn't you make a joke? Someone made a joke about that. Yeah,
it was something we were watching earlier.
Yeah.
You've seen a ghost?
Yeah, I saw a ghost. There's a restaurant in New York called the Tavern on the Green.
Sure.
And there is a ghost there, and he's a guy, he's a waiter. And he comes up, tells you what the special is, and then takes your order, and then he disappears.
Hey, what the hell's going on out here?
Don't you know who I am? I'm Brian Griffin. I died once.
I'm having these guys put up a treehouse.
2 Treehouse episodes in a row.
Let's just say Peter doesn't always go to Australia. You know, the land down under.
Oh. I'm sorry. The 6-year-old birthday party has asked if you could keep your voices down.
Well, if they're only 6, they shouldn't be understanding what we're talking about. Sorry, we've got double entendre disease.
Photo booth with props if anyone's feeling sassy. Eh?
Yes. What the hell was that?
So we're on the same page?
I couldn't hear a word over those floorboards creaking.
Oh my god, Creek City.
And like nothing to eat?
Like, dude, go to Costco. Grab some of those frozen quiches.
It's not like he didn't know we were coming.
So, guys, which storyline are you most invested in? The one about Peter satisfying Lois in the bedroom, or the one where Stewie has a treehouse and people are vaguely bitchy but not that much?
And this is the best episode.
Supposedly.
Whenever you hear the trigger phrase, you just imagine yourself sitting on a beach eating an ice cream cone.
I'm triggered.
This is what you do. You trick cartoon characters into getting oral sex.
I had to convince Elmer Fudd to give Bugs Bunny a hand job the other day.
You're a very handsome wabbit. El hombre. That is not consensual.
I like the idea that it just is a different game every time. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3.
Gotta be Craig Ready 2.0.
Robot Wars, Arenas of Destruction.
He'll be destructing her arena.
So one story is about passive-aggressive friendships and the other one is about non-consensual sex.
Hooray!
You know what's horrifying to think about? They've mentioned how they're going to dinner at Lois's parents' house later on. And the storyline there is about oral sex.
Oh no.
I wouldn't bring Eric within 100 yards of that place.
Eric would be miserable up there.
Please don't tell anybody how Stewie lives.
Do you mind making a plate and bringing it up for Mommy?
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh dear.
This can only go badly.
It was foreshadowed by parent sex.
Oh, yeah.
Mom, what's for breakfast?
Shut up, you little turd!
Parent sex. When your mom yells at you through a closed door, that's why.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Creamy.
Your mother.
Oh.
Where's my money? You gonna give me my money? Where's my money, man?
Like, who opened the door? Stewie closed the door behind them. Why is it open now?
Wait! Did you make that? What? Of course I did. Why? It's just, I just don't know how you're able to make such cool weapons at your age. Wow, that is really well made.
Hey, Stewie. Sorry, I couldn't find a shirt or a bra, so I figured I'd just let him flop around the hallway.
Alright.
Mom! Stewie shot himself!
Oh, he shot himself.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Well, IMDb isn't always correct.
Oh my
Is that the top rated one?
That's with the amount of people saying, I liked this episode, versus the amount of people saying, I didn't like it.
I thought the B plot was boring and didn't really have any laughs. And the A plot for me was, I guess, kind of amusing, but more like, fucking hell, rather than like, this is really funny. And I appreciate that's probably what they were going for.
So I didn't know that moment was coming, because when the episode aired, it got Family Guy trending, with people saying, this is the most tasteless thing Family Guy have ever done, which of course led to multiple people saying, oh, not really, remember the time they did this and the time they did that.
Yeah, they've done worse.
My first serve hit a plane, causing it to go tragically off course and hit a building. Everyone blamed the Muslims.
I mean, it was that thing
it
where
wasn't
when
good.
Family Guy's hard to watch.
Predictable and slow, really.
Yeah, it was not easy to watch, for sure. I much preferred the other one. I much preferred the lowest rated one, because there were actually jokes in that we laughed at.
That was fine. That was like, it wasn't amazing, but it was like watchable.
We can petition IMDb to swap over the scores.
Family Guy once again marginally wins out.
By being funny.
Yeah, in terms of the comedy.
The Treehouse of Horror wasn't really that funny. It was just entertaining.
If I had to rate them, Family Guy is like a 6.5, and no, that's too high. Last time I think Family Guy took it quite easily.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, the last time we did this, both the Family Guy episodes were really funny.
I think if you had a gun to my head and said I had to watch a whole season of Family Guy or The Simpsons, I'd just let you shoot me.
I mean, in conclusion, there were no winners, and we're all the losers.
Because a vision softly creeping.
22 minutes of my life gone. Oh, I only waited anyway.
Just eat it. Just eat it.